Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the China-Beijing information session today. I would like to start the session with a land acknowledgement. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been a traditional land of Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. I'm Selena Chen, Program Coordinator for the Summer Abroad Beijing program, and I will give you an overview of our summer abroad programs. And then Professor Weiguo Zhang and Professor Ted Shang will speak more about the course details. And then we will speak about the field trips, and I will show you some photos and our students have been taken in the past years. And also I invite a student, Yihen Liu, and she participated in the 2024 Singapore Sociology course. It's the same course and just in a different location. So she will share about her experience in this course, specifically on the course details. After that, I will speak about the application process and the EDIA resource provided by our office, and then followed by a Q&A. And our session is also joined by my colleague, Karen, and she will be monitoring the Q&A session. What is Summer Abroad? Our Summer Abroad office has been around since 1972. And the first program is Italy program, and we have been still offering Italy program in 2025. After that, we have been offering many courses around the world, and all the summer abroad courses are U of T courses. They are usually relevant to the location, and those are full year wide credit courses in 3 to 4 weeks. So students can take a summer abroad course and without interfering your regular academic study. And most of summer abroad courses are taught by U of T faculty. Only a few courses like language courses are taught by our partner university. One feature of summer abroad course is that we have a small, very small classes. So we usually only accept 25 to 30 students per class. But for this China-Beijing program, we are going to accept 40 students for 2025 because this program has been really popular in the past years. And we really hope to accommodate more students in the program. And for all the summer abroad courses, and we all provide on-site support for the students. And usually the on-site staff speak the local language. So if you run into any issues or problems while you are abroad, on-site staff can support you throughout the whole process. And all the logistics will be arranged by our Summer Abroad office, except your flight and also any other expenses you may need, like while you are in another country. And why you are considering summer abroad. So summer abroad courses is a great opportunity for you to boost your self-confidence, and which can help you gain some independence and also strengthen your communication skills and team building skills. Summer abroad courses is a small class, and we only have like 25 to 30 students per class. Even for 40 students is still considered a small class. So there are a lot of opportunities for you to interact with a professor and with your classmates. And you are going to field trip together, and you are going to enjoy a lot of time together during these 4 weeks. So it's a great opportunity for you to bond together and to create lifelong relationships. We have heard from many students that they are, after coming back to U of T, they still stay connected, and they still like find ways to connect with each other, and which is really important to build your personal network. And it's also a great way for you to become a global citizen, which is the word we have been hearing for more and more often, right, in nowadays. One thing I want to emphasize is that our summer abroad courses, they are academic courses. So you are preparing to do a 1 year, full year credit course in the 4 weeks. That means it's going to be intensive. You are going to study and doing a research paper, and also you will have assignment almost each week. For most courses, you will also need to work with your classmates together so that you can do group presentations, and also you may work on different projects throughout this 4 weeks. So for students who are taking summer abroad courses, and we are not expecting you to take any other online courses at U of T. For the Beijing program in 2025, we are very happy that we are going to offer this course in Beijing Beijing again. And in the past years, before 2019, and this course has been offered in Beijing and Tianjin in the past 4 to 5 years. And then because of the pandemic, so that this course has been offered in Singapore in the past 2 years. And so in 2025 is the first time that we offer this course in Beijing after pandemic. This is very exciting. We are all very happy about this. So this course will be offered from May 3rd to May 30th in 2025, and it will be co-taught by Professor Wei Guo Zhang and Professor Ted Zhang. And there also students will have opportunities to have in-classroom discussion with the students in CUEB. This course will be offered in Beijing only in 2025. Beijing is the capital of China and also is the second largest city in China. It's always been the political and educational and cultural center of the country. There are a lot of historical sites in Beijing, and our students will have the opportunity to go to the Great Wall of China. Beijing has a highly developed transportation system. You can see the transportation map on the PPT, and so that you can see that it's very highly developed. It is very easy for you to navigate around the city. This course will be offered in Capital University of Economic and Business and CUEB. So CUEB has 2 campuses. Our students will have classes and be placed in the student residence in the Hongmiao campus, which it locates in the Chaoyang district, very close to CBD. Okay, so it's very easy for you to get on the public transportation and get around the city. Okay, now I would like to invite Professor Zhang and Professor Shang to speak about the course.
Okay, thank you so much, Selena. Good morning to everybody. As you can see, we're very excited going back to Beijing. We used to, as told by Selena, we used to teach summer abroad program in Beijing and Tianjin for some time. And then, because of COVID-19, we teach online. And then we went to Singapore for 2 years. So we can teach both in person and and online. So actually, that is what we are going to do this year. Part of the study will be in person, and part of the lectures will be online. So you will know from us, a bit later. So a bit about myself. I've been teaching at U of T for 25 years, and I'm a social demographer doing the research about China and also the Chinese societies in Canada. I have been working with TED both in teaching and research, and it's a fun actually working together. We usually go to Beijing, Singapore together, and this time it's me who are going back to Beijing along with you, and TED will be delivering the lectures online. So Ted will tell you a bit more about the online activities, and I will tell you a bit about the in-person activities while in Beijing. You will soon understand this is very different from the regular lectures that we teach at U of T campus. And we have, so much interactions not only, between professors and students. It is also occurred among the students, and especially when we are in Beijing, we'll have, many of the guest speakers and activists, normal people coming to our classrooms to discuss about various issues related to China. Previously, we used to visit Chinese Academy of Social Science, Peking University, and some nursing home, Hyundai, car manufacturing. Okay, so that reminds me the photos that we have, in one of the nursing home in Tianjin. And so we're trying to arrange this visit in Beijing this time. We have also the interaction with the local students. So many sessions, with the guests or the local host. I'm only introducing some of the basic policy context, introducing you to China, about Mao's China, and then the market reforms. And then we delve into various issues related to, social, economic, political aspects of everyday life of Chinese people. So we'll discuss about, say, for example, population and population policies, about the family, love, marriage, women's participation in labor and politics, and discuss about their village life and also aging kind of issues. I will teach for the first 2 weeks before that, delve in to discuss with you about online. And after that, we come back together, have the group presentation, debriefing together with Ted again, So it's a hybrid kind of format, in person, online, part of us in person, online, together for the introduction and conclusion session, and then we have the separate activities. It may be a good time to invite Ted to talk a bit about the online element of this course.
Okay, thank you, Weigo. So for people who are curious, like why am I not going to China? You hear the full story when you're attending my lectures, but like very simply put, like I have actually been advised by the Canadian government to not go to China for the various things that I have done, both in China and part of that is probably related to my connection with people in Hong Kong. But my story would also lend you an angle to look at like how China is experienced as a reality by people different social locations, and especially Canadians. So, but like I just do not want people to develop maybe unfounded stereotypic imagination at this point. I just also want to tell you I am still very active in a way in China in the online world. Like if you go, for people who can use Chinese language, you can actually just Google my name in Chinese and you'll find tons of stuff, material of what I have done in China that I have been engaged in in different parts of China and different activities. And I'm still pretty active. I have my own Chinese social media channel on the Little Red Book, Xiaohongshu, Bilibili, and we are now also moving into TikTok or Douyin in China. So, and I have online courses that are like hosted by China's most prestigious university, the Tsinghua University, on their online learning platform. For people who can like Google or search my stuff or Baidu, right? In China, you'll see lots of my previous activities in China in many different areas. What I will be doing with Weigo this year is like it's a hybrid. It's something that we have not actually tried before, but I'm very optimistic that it will work well. If I can tell you, like what I have like prepared a few topics to share with you, and I'll just like very quickly give you an overview. So just like I will have like 6 classes with you. The first one will be locating China within the global context, including the geopolitical context. The second class will be like examination of Chinese culture, not just traditionally, but like how Chinese culture is evolving and unfolding, even up to like the most recent time. Because I'm affiliated with the Faculty of Social Work here in U of T, my third lecture will be focusing on social problems and social services in China. And the fourth lecture will be on sexuality in China, which is a topic that is of shared interest. Like Wei Guo has been studying Chinese families and he is also interested in like intimate relationships and sexuality from that perspective. I have been looking at sexuality in China more from a cultural and a social political perspective. Mary, who will be talking to you later, is a student in our Singapore program, and she may remember that I actually invited activists and researchers on LGBTQ communities in China to talk to the class, and I'm probably going to continue doing that this year. The fifth one and the sixth are the new additions this year. The fifth lecture is like sort of a more personal take. I'm talking about the personal and the political, about how people negotiate their different relationship with China as a country and the Chinese people as a people and the Chinese culture. We notice that like among U of T students, we have people who are non-Chinese. We also have students who are Chinese but who are born here. We also have like Chinese students who are permanent residents of Canada, but we also have Chinese students who are international students. So these different people would actually have a very different relationship with China as an entity. So we will be exploring the different relationship with China in this class. The sixth lecture that I have planned for this year is also new, which is like a topic that is of like emerging significance within Canada. So this is a topic on China's presence in Canada and the negotiation of Chinese identities among Chinese people who are living in Canada, like including immigrants and international students. For your information, I have actually set up a meeting with a person who is an assistant to a member of parliament in Ottawa, who is on the committee looking into Chinese interference with Canadian politics. So that is like sort of like a general overview of the topics. So for my part, you will be asked to write a journal on your learning experience every week in the first 3 weeks of your learning program. That will be the part that I will be looking at and grading. So that is about my role. In the last 6 years, the other thing that I have always done is like some informal learning experience that I have coordinated. Those are not required. Those are not mandatory, but voluntary. I would like try to arrange people, interesting people who will come in and like do what I call coffee chats or virtual coffee chats with you, or like some informal discussion and conversation. Mary here, who will be talking to you later, actually contributed significantly last year in the Singapore program in terms of like coordinating this coffee chats, and she may tell you more about those. And we have actually got some very interesting people to come and share with us. And then like among students themselves, there will also be opportunities for you to share your experience, your expertise, or interests. So those were like informal aspects of the learning experience that students generally enjoy, and those activities are usually very well subscribed. So that I think is my part for now.
Thank you, Ted. Let me just add about the assignment. The 3 journals is worth 10% each. So it is 30%. So you start working already when you arrive in Beijing. The due date for the 3 journals is start on the Monday, the second week, for the following 3 weeks. So you have sufficient time to write journals, and you may want to access more about the journal style and content, things like that. And the other elements related to the assignment is student-led seminar, so it is actually the group work, the group presentation. So one of the fun parts actually in our summer abroad program is the students learning from each other. Students form a group of 4 or 5 students. I think if we have 40 students, we'll have each group of 5 students that you choose among yourself, and also choose a topic of interest among yourself and develop a kind of discussion that you present in front of all the class. The second day of the whole course before debriefing, before the conclusion of the course. So that is one part. And the other one, as we mentioned, you have a lot of activities. We have many interactions. So participation is extremely important. We welcome the students. We actually encourage students to ask questions and to air your own experiences and share and discuss with local guests, just discuss about various issues of interest. I used to actually ask the students to interview the guests actually in class that when we were in Beijing. That is a part that we couldn't do in Singapore. Besides this student-led seminar participation, we have one research essay, your own choice. So you can discuss essentially everything related to China or Chinese societies from the social science perspective. Usual essay, you need to have a research questions, you have a kind of theoretical debates, the framework guiding you to do the analysis and present your data, present your ideas with the data, and conclude with the main message that you want to develop your essay. So we will have more kind of discussion when we are in China. And of course, we hold office hours usually, upon the students' request, we can meet in person or online to discuss various issues that you may want to explore and finalize your research topic content, some perspective and things like that. We do have a list of the readings, but we don't have a test or exam. It is all depend on the students to study, to explore, to read widely, even beyond some of the lists of the readings. So I think that is for my part as well.
Thank you very much, Wei Guo and Ted, to speak more about this course. Okay, Wei Guo already speak about the program activities. Then I just would like to show you some photos that in the past. So this is the campus tour at the CUEB, and you can see the campus and the CUEB campus, and also the welcome dinner. And this is a visit to Beijing Hangdai, and we will arrange transportation from CUEB to Beijing Hangdai, and discussion with CUEB students, and depending on the availability of the students in CUEB. So you may have discussion with a student from School of Economics or other schools. This is a guest lecture, and we will have quite a few guest lectures in the program, so that you will have the interactions with other guest speakers as well. And this is a visit to Hetong Nursing Home in Tianjin. And this year, because this course will be offered in Beijing only, so we will be visiting a nursing home in Beijing. Visit the Great Wall of China is always a highlight of the program. I would like to give you more information about the accommodations. So for students who are in this program, for 2025, we are going to offer a single occupancy with Wi-Fi and air conditioning in the international student residence in COEB. Students in this program, and they will shoot a budget around like $500 for meals, and student will have access to the cafeteria and also for in the dining hall in COEB. So the meals are very reasonable price. Or if you would like to have a meal plan, there's also meal plan available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so if you would like to know more information about the meal plan, and then we can speak about that. Now I would like to invite Yihen, and she is going to share about her experience in the course in Singapore last summer.
Hello everyone, my name is Ihan. Feel free to also call me Mary. So I'm currently in my first year in U of T St. George campus, and I'm double majoring in psychology and book and media, as also I'm studying the fundamental business certificate. So last year I had a great opportunity to go to Singapore and US with Professor Tad and Professor John to study sociology, SOC 393. I would say this course is like mainly focused talking about Chinese different aspects, focusing on different like social issues, economy perspective, as well as political, something like that. It's really interesting. And I remember this one like interesting topic between like comparing between rural and urban societies, which is kind of like a highlight in my mind. So I would say for this course, the workload is kind of reasonable, but you have to manage your time wisely in a way like that, so that you can actually like find some flexible time to exploring not only inside of the campus but also the whole city. I would say it's really important for both, experiencing the culture as well as collecting your personal data, because you definitely need all of this experience in your like last assignment, which is the research essay. Another thing that I feel like really good about this program is making friends, because it's like really tight and it's like a month's program. You have to spend a lot of time within this like 40 small groups. So you have a lot of time to hang out with each other and learn from each other as well. Actually, I still have some like connection with some of the friends that I made from this program from last year. So yeah, it's really nice experience. And also like previously Professor Tat mentioned about the networking and coffee chat. It's also a great way not only learning from the guest speakers, the professor, but also it's a great way to learning from your peers. And last and not least, please attend the class and also do the reading, because if you did all of this pretty well, I believe it's not should be a problem for you to complete your first 3 journey. And the grade's quite nice. So yeah, that's pretty much my experience. Because I don't know how to share much. Since last year, I went to this program in Singapore, but this is quite unique. But I believe the course works like basically the same. So I hope this information is helpful.
Thank you very much, Yihan. Yeah, that's very helpful. The eligibility for the course. The summer abroad course are open to all the students all over the 3 campuses. So U of T students who are interested in applying for summer abroad, you must be in good academic standing. And if you have already completed one or more courses, you must have a CGPA of 1.75. That's the minimum CGPA for apply for any summer abroad courses. First year students can also apply, but we will look at your grades in the first semester if you have, although you do not have a CGPA at that time, but you can still apply. U of T students in other professional faculty and graduate students can also apply to the program, and also we also accept a student from other North American universities. And however, priority will be given to U of T undergraduate students. Our application is currently open, and the application deadline is February 3rd, 2025. Application fee is $210, and if you are interested in apply to 2 summer abroad programs, and then you will need to submit separate applications. Okay, that also means that you will need to pay the application fee for each program. When we assess your application, and we will look at your academic record over the past 12 months, and also the relevance of the course to your program of study, personal statements, and like questions like why you have selected to this particular course and how this can help your academic and personal goals. For 2025, we also added a video assessment. If you would like to know more information about the video assessment, I would highly recommend you to create an account on Summer Abroad website so that you can have access to the application system and you can read about the personal statement questions and also the video assessment. For students who are applying to the program, after you submit your application, you will receive an email notification about a unique link to a third-party platform to submit your video assessment. And please note that the application deadline for video assessment is also February 3rd at 4 p.m. And we are aiming to send out the admission notification by mid-February and hopefully in the week of February 10th. Admission for the program is based on the government of Canada allowing travel outside of Canada. And if you received admission notification that if you get accepted to the program, we will give you 1 week to decide if you would like to participate. If you decide, okay, I'm going to participate in the program, you will need to pay $1,000 deposit to secure your spot in the program. But if you decide, okay, you didn't pay the deposit by the week, and then we will offer your spot to another student on the wait list. If you decide you are not a participant in the program, but you were accepted, and then you will not get your application fee back. Please be mindful that all the remaining fees will be due by April 2nd, 2025. Here are the costs of the program. For domestic students, you are expecting a cost of $9,881, and for international students, you were expecting $11,036. So the only difference is the course fee. Okay, the course fee would be around like a $1,100 difference between international students and domestic students. Please note that only the fees paid to U of T, the top part, the fees paid to U of T are going to pay to us by April 2nd, and U of T incidental fees are going to pay on Acorn, and according to the summer incidental fee required by U of T, you have to pay on Acorn, not on Summer Abroad website. But for all the other fees, you need to pay to Summer Abroad office on the Summer Abroad application platform by April 2nd for the program. And for additional costs, those are estimates. Like airfare, you're going to purchase your own air ticket, and also the meals. And the meal plan is not mandatory. Okay, so you just let you know that there are meal plan available if you would like to. And also of airfare, if you purchased earlier, you may get a better price. And hopefully you can get a better price like for China with more airline offer, more lines to be added to between Toronto and Beijing. So for summer abroad awards, and we do offer awards to the student who are applying for this program. But please note that our summer abroad awards are only open to domestic U of T students based on financial need. The awards application is embedded in the summer abroad application. So when you are completing your summer abroad application, you will come to a question like whether you would like to apply for award, and then ask about your eligibility to apply for the awards. Follow the instructions, and then you will complete the awards application at the same time while you are completing your summer abroad application. If you were selected for an award, and the amount of award will be applied to the cost of your program. For awards application, and you will need a CGPA of at least 2.25, and you need to complete at least 4 U of T credits by December 31st, 2024. So if you are planning for summer abroad courses, you need to start budgeting now, and because all the final payments, the top part of the cost paid to U of T need to be paid by April 2nd, 2025. But at this time of our application, you only need to pay the 210 application fee. That's after you get accepted to the program, you will need to pay the final payments. And except for the summer abroad awards offered by our office, you can also check the registrar's office and the Faculty of Arts and Science and also other departments for possible awards. For example, for UTSA students, you will have travel fund available, and a student from Victorian College, St. Michael's College, and they also offer travel funds for students as well. So look around to see if there are any available awards for you to apply. Summer abroad courses are eligible for OSAP. If you're currently on OSAP, you just need to apply for summer OSAP extension so that you can apply for OSAP. One of the awards we would like to highlight here is the IE Plus Award offered by CIE. So this award is available to domestic and international students. Please go to the CIE website to check the criteria and also how to apply. Dr. David Chu Scholarship in Asia Pacific Studies. And this scholarship, you also need to go to their website and to look for more details. If it's not, sometimes their website may not be up to date, please contact their office and or follow the instructions on the website to ask more information about the scholarship. We will be also held a webinar on January 9th about how to finance your summer abroad. And this will be really helpful. We will also invite persons who are quite experienced in financial aid for our students so that you can get more information about how to finance your summer abroad. For the students who are applying for the program, you will be responsible for arranging your own visa. And if necessary, and we will provide you supporting documents for you to apply for visa. Students who are applying for this summer abroad courses and for Beijing program, a tourist visa is good enough. Okay, because you are taking a U of T course in Beijing, you are not considered as a registered student in Beijing. For international students, please check your embassy and our consulate to see if you need a visa to go to China. We would highly recommend you to apply in Toronto. So because sometimes when you apply in other countries, they may have different requirements. And we are hoping to help you, for example, any supporting documents you need, and we will try our best to support you to afford a visa application. Our summer abroad office also provide EDI resources. If you go to our website, you may notice that we have an EDI and accessibility tab on our summer abroad website, so that you can check like what resources we offer specific student communities. On this EDI tab, and you can find site-specific EDI resources for each country and for each location, and we will have EDI resources available there for you to check. So if you have any further questions, and you can contact our summer abroad program coordinator in diversity and inclusion. Her name is Wenzhe Sherry Xu, so she will help you to answer any questions you may have. If you have EDIA needs, we would highly recommend you to consult with her before you apply. So because for some locations, we may not be able to offer the same EDIA support as in U of T. So we would like you to choose your location wisely. So for students who require accommodations, for example, like you need extra time to complete assignments and those, you should register with your campus accessibility services office so that accommodation plan can put in place. But if you were not registered, unfortunately, we may not be able to offer you any support in that. So it's very important that you register with the Campus Accessibility Service Office. And also the letter of accommodation must be uploaded to application within 7 days after being admitted to the Summer Block program. Our Summer Block office also offers EDI award. You can go to our website and to go to see recipient of the EDI awards in the past, learn more about their experience and also like how they qualify for this award, and that will be helpful for you. Here is a Summer Block 2025 timeline. And in early December, we already posted all the program, course, and cost details online. Our application is currently open, and then you will be completing your application by February 3rd at 4 p.m. Please note that the video assessment is also due by the same time. So because this program has always been popular, and so please make sure that you apply by the time. And if in February and March, and we are going to send out admission notification for all the Summer Block programs, and we will have a detailed schedule of which week, and we will send out the admission notification for each program. So for a Beijing program, and it's scheduled in the week of February 10th. So after you receive the admission notification, and you will have 1 week to pay the deposit. April 2nd is you need to pay your remaining fees, and later, we will let you know when is the pre-departure orientation, and we will give you some more information about how to get to destination and what kind of resources we will offer to you as well. We are quite active on U of T Abroad on our Instagram. So I would highly recommend you to follow our Instagram so that to learn more information about all the other Summer Block courses. And if you want to learn more information about this particular course, please find the Singapore, okay? Because last year it was offered in Singapore. So you should be able to see the student experience in Singapore in the past 2 years. If you need more information, and you can always visit our website and also follow our Instagram. We also have a monthly e-newsletter called The Summary. So we have professor interviews and also student experiences, and also even some information about financial aid. So you can follow our e-newsletter so to get more information. And you can also always book a virtual appointment with a Summer Block advisor. You can book an appointment with me if you want to discuss more about the program. And we also have Summer Block ambassadors. They have a Discord group so that it's run by them. And so if you want to talk to them, and they will give you more information about their experience in Summer Block courses. Thank you everyone for joining this session. We really hope you get all the information you need. And so if you have any further questions, you can always send us an email or book a virtual appointment with me so that we can discuss further on the questions. Thank you very much, Professor Wei Guozhang and Ted. Great to have you here to give students more detailed information about this course. Thank you, Yihan, and to share about your experience in this course. Thank you all. And any further questions, just send us an email so we can answer your questions there. Thank you.